Hi, I'm Jen Lehman, co-founder of Property Elite, chartered surveyor and APC assessor. At Property Elite, we provide training and support for the APC, Asset RICS and FRICS qualifications. We cover all routes, pathways and geographic regions via our team of specialist consultants and trained assessors. This also includes the senior professional, specialist, academic and direct entry routes. In this week's podcast, I take a look at the Senior Professional Assessment, SPA Final Assessment Interview. If you use the search box at the top of our blog pages, you can check out our previous articles looking at other elements of the SPA assessment process. So what is the SPA? SPA sits alongside the specialist and academic routes as three alternative APC assessment routes to become MRICS. RICS define a senior professional as an individual with advanced responsibilities who is recognised for their impact and career progression within the profession. For SPA, therefore, you must demonstrate your skills of leadership, management of people and management of resources. You must also have at least 10 years relevant experience, reduced to 5 years if you hold a postgraduate degree. So in brief, how does the SPA process work? Number 1 is the initial vetting stage. You submit an application form to RICS, including your employment history, qualifications, pathway, and 400-word senior profile statement. Number 2, if successful, you'll have 12 months to submit your final assessment submission, or you will need to undergo the initial vetting stage again. The final assessment submission includes your initial application form, CPD record, ethics test certificate, and 3 case studies of 1,000 to 1,500 words each. Number 3 is then your final 60-minute online assessment interview. This is structured into a first 10 minutes of your presentation, and then 50 minutes questioning based on your submission, senior professional role, responsibilities and wider professional issues, including ethics. In your presentation, you should introduce yourself and provide a comprehensive yet concise summary of your senior professional career history and current role. You shouldn't focus on one or all of your case studies, which is the requirement for the traditional APC assessments routes, such as structured training, prelim review, or straight to assessment. Don't read from a script, as this won't come across as being natural and fluid. Make sure you practice your presentation extensively and consider supporting your delivery with simple cue cards. You'll be able to screen share a visual aid, which should be kept simple and professional. Examples of what you could include are an organogram showing your senior professional role, or photographs of typical projects or instructions that you've led or managed. You'll be assessed by a panel of 3, or in some cases 2, assessors, who should be aligned to your pathway and competency choices. Their assessment will be based on the following criteria: 50% senior professional profile, 25% pathway competencies, and 25% ethics and professionalism. The interview is not an exam though. It's a professional discussion focusing on your senior professional role and background. The panel will focus on your submitted documents, but with wider issues explored to assess the breadth and depth of your experience, professionalism and seniority. You may be managing or delegating work to others, rather than undertaking much of the day-to-day technical work yourself. Your assessment will focus on your ethical and professional management and leadership skills when leading or managing a team of other professionals, contractors or consultants. However, inherent to this is knowing what best practices, for example key legislation and RICS guidance, as well as understanding the fundamental knowledge and skills behind your competency choices. There is also no leeway on ethics. As a senior professional, you're a role model and ambassador for the profession. You must display this in your assessment, and a failure to do this will result in an automatic referral, irrelevant of your performance elsewhere. So to round off, here are some of our top tips for SPA interview success, suggested by my business partner and SPA assessor, Rachel Saint. Number 1, if you have more than one choice of pathway, consider your options carefully. Number 2, choose your competencies, making sure that they are relevant to your experience. Number 3, the senior professional case study should be on a strategic, not necessarily technical project. Number 4, try to use 2 different projects for your technical case studies. 5, don't use overly wordy appendices. And 6, stick to the word count. There's no room for error. That's it for today's podcast. Remember, you can book in your free 15-minute consultation via our website. We can also provide feedback on your referral or prelim review report. If you head to our website, you can also access our other free support resources, including our ebook guides, podcasts, videos, quizzes, blog, and CPD newsletter. We can't wait to work with you, so thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.